Oh shit, I remember this. I gotta check this out.
Do you guys remember this useless TikToker? Went by Wolfie Coletti, and he was arrested a few months ago for spraying pesticide on food in a supermarket. Well, it turns out that he
Wild.
just pled guilty to
Wild,
three
bro.
felonies and will be spending a
So he didn't even take. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy. I wonder if he fought it at all. That's wild. Dude, you could kill people with that shit. Like, why the fuck would you think that's okay, man? Why the fuck would you think that's okay? Who the hell convinced this idiot to do this? There's no way he thought of this on his own, bro. That's so crazy.
significant amount of time behind bars. Today, we'll take a look at this new development, try to figure out exactly how many years he's
Like,
facing.
dude,
But
you're
first,
causing like crazy neurological damage to people. Like, I fucking hope to God nobody's kids ate that fruit. I hope to God nobody got actually like, oh my, it's just so insane. Like, why the fuck would you do that, dude? Why? Why? Some people really just want to watch the world burn, or they're just fucking idiots. Maybe he's just a fucking idiot.
let's take a look at how this all started. So I just came across Wolfie Coletti 8 months ago, and he was actually featured in the very first video on this channel. And
Oh,
in that
really?
video, he was doing the extremely hilarious prank of almost killing fast food workers by putting
Oh, what
ice
a
in a
dick.
deep
What a
fryer.
fucking dick. Okay, that's insane, bro. That's actually insane. My friend, like, okay, working in a restaurant, I've worked in food for like 12 fucking years. We used to throw like one small piece of ice in the fryer, just one little tiny piece while somebody's working at it, just to fuck with them. You know, people that we knew. I would never do it to like people like a random. It was only to like the people I was really close to, because the shit fucking pops. You can get burnt. It hurts. It sucks. And like to be fair, that was fucking stupid too. I was like 16 when I did that shit. We don't do that. You don't do that shit no more. No, that's dumb. Dumb as fuck, dude. Like you could literally kill somebody doing that shit. How did he not get in trouble for that? A full bag of
Dos
ice,
tacos with the
bro.
egg roll.
The second you see that, bro, you gotta stop him. You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing when you see a motherfucking random just walk in with a bag of ice. You know what the fuck's about to happen. Dude, dude. Run. Run, motherfucker, run. Oh my
Now, if
god,
that's
bro.
not bad
Oh my
enough,
god.
sometimes he would actually use a mannequin instead of ice, and I can't even imagine the smell that must have came out of that reaction.
Jesus, man.
Absolutely disgusting. And sometimes he would just create panic by pulling the fire alarm, and he would do that for no other reason
You should have at least put a basket on it, man. Dunk it all the way if you're gonna do it. Do it right. If you're gonna do it right, man. Like, you put both baskets in, like, on each side of that fryer, shove that bitch all the way in there.
than clout and money.
There's a fire in your bathroom.
Oh yeah, you can go.
There's a fire in your
Oh,
bathroom.
wait, there's a fire in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Like, actually, though, what the fuck? Oh, okay, there's another felony for you, bro. Like, come on. Man, just hit him with all this shit. Did they hit him with all this shit at that trial? That's insane. Oh, so funny. So funny.
That's the
He wants to be fucking the Joker so bad, doesn't he? Like that's not even a good one.
definition of brain rot right there. Now, he was getting away with this. Of course, people were reporting him on TikTok, and the police were aware, and it would have been very easy to catch him. Keep in
Yeah, what
mind
the
that
fuck?
all you would have to do is subpoena TikTok, and they would fork over his information. Now, none of that happened. He did not get arrested.
That's
Matter of
insane.
fact,
Why?
that just emboldened him. All the attention, all the money he was making, he just wanted more, and that's what led him to do the
Jesus
pesticide
Christ, bro.
prank.
Yeah, that's not a prank,
Charles
dude.
Smith is facing charges related to poisoning, endangerment, and criminal damage for this. Mesa police say Smith recorded himself spraying bug killer all over fruit, vegetables, and rotisserie
Dude,
chickens at this Mesa Walmart, causing nearly $1,000 worth of damage and putting shoppers at risk. According to court
yeah.
documents, Smith is accused of doing other stunts that put people in danger, leading to an arrest warrant for him out of Tempe and
Wait. What did that
stunts
say about the
that put
firearm there?
shoppers at risk. According to court documents, Smith is
Oh, firearm or other weapon was used. Type bug spray, other weapon. Yeah. Someone was injured by the defendant. I mean, probably, but I guess it'd be hard to prove. Damn,
is
bro.
accused of doing other stunts that put people in danger, leading to an arrest warrant for him out of Tempe and charges of criminal nuisance and disorderly conduct in Scottsdale, all for clicks on his social media pages,
Criminal
police say,
nuisance.
where he
Yeah,
had more
okay.
than
Absolute
300,000
menace.
followers. Before it was taken down, his TikTok account had several other videos of what appears to be him committing crimes, like locking people inside a Goodwill, throwing food at people at the mall, and even throwing a dead bird at fast food workers.
So
What the fuck is
unfortunately,
your
Wolfie Coletti
problem,
did start
bro?
a trend there of attempting to
That's a
murder
chair.
people by throwing objects from
Oh
above
my
in
god.
malls, and some teenagers did that in the
Bro, what the
UK.
Go, go,
fuck?
yellow. Yellow. There's no way this guy's doing
No.
Oh no.
Dude. Bro, that guy's so close. You wouldn't have been fucking laughing if you knocked somebody the fuck, if you hit somebody over the head and they're just like down their neck broke twitching. Yeah, let's see how much you'd be laughing then.
Luckily,
You
these pieces of
stupid
crap were
motherfuckers.
arrested very quickly and hit with serious charges, but because they're minors, they might not spend that much time in jail if they even
Massive
do a
pieces of
single
shit.
day. Now, Wolfie Coletti was having a disgusting impact on society, so the cops
Whose stories? Uh, spell check?
made sure to hit him with as many charges as possible. So while he was still in jail, he just got hit with a batch of new charges.
Have your name and date of birth?
Charles Smith.
In an MCSO orange
Sounds
jumpsuit,
scared,
Charles
bro.
Smith, who goes by Wolfie Coletti on social media, was in court for the second time in
He looks
just a
so
few
uncomfortable.
days. Already arrested in Mesa over the weekend, the 27-year-old told officers he's a self-proclaimed troll and that he makes up to $10,000 a month posting those videos on social media.
Wow.
The court paperwork for the latest arrest is sealed, but as part of his release conditions, the judge told Smith he is not allowed to be on any social media.
Now that brings us to today's update. He decided to take a plea deal. So the news article didn't have much information on the charges, so I decided to reach out to my good friend Andre Sloan, who is a retired police officer, and he was able to give me all the relevant information. So shout out to Andre Sloan. The link to his channel is in the description.
Andre.
So his first
One of my best friends' name is Andre, but without the Y. That's irrelevant to this video, but you know.
charge was burglary third degree, which is a felony. He
And to be fair, him and I did a lot of stupid shit back in the day. We did, but it was nothing like that. Like, oh my lord.
pled guilty to a reduced charge, and the court's document doesn't say what that charge is. Sentencing is June 24th, 2025. For the second case, it was criminal damage defacing, which is a felony, and he pled guilty as charged. Sentencing is the same date. For the third case, he was charged with adding harmful substance taken
Burglary. Unlawful entry, okay. So is that could have been for going into the goddamn stores, huh? Add a harmful substance. Taken by, like, what? By him? Or did he make, is that the bug spray? That's the bug spray, right?
by human, felony. There were 4 charges. 3 of them were dismissed by grand jury, and 1 he pled guilty to as part of the agreement. The second charge was burglary, third degree unlawful entry. It was a felony, dismissed in plea agreement. The third charge was endangerment, 2 counts. It was a misdemeanor. 1 got dismissed by the grand jury, and 1 got dismissed in a plea deal. As
So that it's still pretty heavy, bro. Like all of those felonies. That's crazy. It's a total of what, 5 felonies that he could have got slapped with and 4 misdemeanors. I'm surprised they didn't just dismiss all of the misdemeanors and hit him with like more felonies than one. Because they could have just hit him with like 2 or 3 of the felonies and really fucked him up.
As for the fourth charge, it was criminal damage, defacing, a
And they
misdemeanor.
should have.
There were 2 counts, and one
That's
got dismissed by the
insane,
grand
bro. That's
jury, and one
absolutely
got
insane.
dismissed in a plea deal. The sentencing is the same date of June 24th, 2025. Now, before we take a look at the sentencing guidelines for these felonies, I want to ask you
So
guys a favor.
he's probably still going to be locked up the whole time. I bet they're not even going to let him out until his sentencing. I wonder if they're going to give him any time served, or if he's just going to have to serve it when that day
Please
comes.
subscribe to the channel
Because I can't imagine them seeing him as like not a flight risk. Like he's probably going to stay in there.
if you enjoy the show. I started this channel 8 months ago. We're already at 70,000 subscribers, and it would be pretty damn awesome if we could reach 100,000.
Yeah, go sub to this guy. He's been covering the Johnny Somali case like crazy. He does better coverage on it than a lot of the big guys do. Honestly, like Atozi's really great, Legal Mindset's really great, but 15 Minutes of Shame like actually sits through a lot of Johnny's fucking live streams and shit. And I learned a lot more about Johnny Somali from him than the other guys for sure. Just different stuff, not the main stuff.
Subscribers before the channel is even a year old. And I know it's possible, but let's get back to the sentencing. So the first crime he pled guilty to is third-degree burglary, which is a class 4 felony. A first-time offender can face a prison sentence of 1 to 3.75 years. The maximum penalty is 3.75 years, and the minimum
3.75. Just say 3 3/4, man. It's fucking almost 4 years.
is 1 year. However, for repeat offenders or if aggravating factors are present, the sentence can be extended up to 15 years and potentially even higher.
Christ.
So it is important to note that there is a minimum sentence of 1 year just for this crime. So the second crime he pled guilty to
minimum. I mean, he has to sit in there for that long for at least that one charge.
Was defacing or damaging property. That can include graffiti, and it can be charged as a felony or misdemeanor depending on the value of the damage. So penalties for a class 4 felony, which is the damage over $10,000, include a fine of up to $150,000 and up to 3.75 years in prison and 4 years of probation. Now, because it was charged as a felony, I would assume the damage is at least $10,000. Now, the final crime he pled guilty to was to adding the poison or harmful substance to food, drink, or medicine, and that is classified as a class 6 felony. Now, the class 6 felonies penalties can vary quite a bit. It could be probation or prison time, but I personally think he's going to get prison for this because it says right here that a dangerous class 6 felonies, there are no option for probations, and prison time is mandatory, typically ranging from 1.5 to 3.
I was gonna say like fines, probation, or prison time. I was like, no, that should be mandatory prison time. That's crazy.
Years. Now, keep in mind, the poison stunt was extremely dangerous and could have got a lot of people seriously ill or even worse. Now, he claims that he went back into the store 10 minutes later and attempted to remove all the items that he sprayed, put it in a shopping cart, and push that shopping cart in the back of the store. First of all, we don't know if that actually happened. And second of all, even if it did...
Oh, that'd be so easy to, like, prove on the cameras, right? That's insane, bro.
10 minutes is plenty of time for a bunch of shoppers to buy those poisoned items. So yeah, very, very stupid.
Why would you wait 10 minutes, huh? There's no fucking way, unless all of his TikToker, his audience is like, bro, that's fucked up. You better go back and change that. You better go fucking deal with that. Maybe then he would have done it. But ain't no shot that he just did that like out of the goodness of his heart, or else he would have just done it right away. He would have just made the video, sprayed the shit, ran away, ended the video, and then go back in and fucking take everything out. There's no way that he did that. I don't buy that. Not one bit.
But stunt to do. This guy is
probably just
so
saying that to
desperate
try to
for
save
attention.
his ass.
Overall, he's facing up to 9 or 10 years. I don't know if he'll get that much, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to walk away from this without actual prison time. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers, and
go
I'll
sub
see
to
you
this
guys
man.
on
He's
the
dope.
next one.
Well done, ladies.
Whoops. All right. Yeah, that was a good one. Peace.